Who the fuck did I date? Thank you so much, Ressa Tessa, for sharing your story. It has really empowered me to share my own story. I was dating this man, and I'm going to use his real name because this is the name that I really thought it was. I was dating Richie McRich. Everything was going good. I was single for a long time, so I was just waiting to get my knight in shining armor. We shared everything that we, what people do, we had our little nose touches. As soon as I laid eyes on him, I just immediately fell in love with him. Just like that. Just like he got me. He got me. Because he knew my love language was gift giving. So he came there with flowers and some Krabby Patties, which are my favorite. I love them. He overheard a work meeting where my supervisor was asking, what's everybody's favorite candy? And I was like, oh, well, I like Krabby Patties. And he got me those with my flowers. So he was just so thoughtful from the beginning. Never met any of his family. He was magical. As time progresses, he proposes to me in a Chipotle. It was kind of bittersweet because it wasn't as special as I wanted it to be, but at the same time, I love Chipotle. I was just happy I was getting proposed to. So, with this proposal, he promised me a vehicle. And I wanted a Range Rover Sport, but I couldn't decide if I wanted the Range Rover or if I wanted the Cybertruck. So he said, you know what, you can't decide, I'll just get you both. I'll get you the Range Rover and the Cybertruck. And I was so excited because I was pushing more towards the Cybertruck, Elon. And then he told me that Elon Musk was his roommate back in Stanford. And I was like, oh my gosh. So he said his old roommate, Elon Musk, would personally deliver the Cybertruck to me. So I watched him put in the order. I designed my Cybertruck and I watched him pay the deposit, the $100 deposit. Click. It said on its way. But he said that he sent it to Elon. Like, he showed me the DM where he sent it to Elon. And he said Elon was like, you know what? I'll personally deliver it. Here I am waiting until February 15th to receive my fucking Cybertruck. So February 14th, he had something to do. He said that he had to work a lot. So finally, here comes February 15th. And I'm like, okay, I go outside, I'm a kid, I'm so happy. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to take on this day. I'm going to get my Cybertruck today. 9 o'clock comes. He texts me. Hey, babe, did the truck come yet? Sorry, I'm held up at work. No. 10 o'clock. I'm trying to contact him. I'm trying to text him, call him. He's sending me the fucking voicemail. You know how it is when someone's sending you a voicemail? It rings a couple of times, then it goes to voicemail. I was like, wow. I was like, you know what? Maybe he's busy chatting it up with Elon because he said that he was going to come with Elon. But it becomes 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 1 a.m., February 16th, 2 a.m. February 16th. I'm sitting at my window like a fucking dog, waiting for Elon and my fucking Cybertruck to pull up. It never came. It never came. So I approached him in a very calm manner. I didn't want to get too angry. I was like, Richie McRich, where is my Cybertruck? And he says, baby, Elon is on Mars right now. He can't do it. Mind you, the announcement that Elon was on Mars came way later that day. It was February 16th, around 3 p.m. That was his takeoff. But still, I had just imagined myself in the Cybertruck. I was just crying myself to sleep. I just couldn't believe that I did not get my Cybertruck. I was distraught. I could barely move the next day. So I knew that I couldn't get the Cybertruck now, that maybe Elon would come deliver it maybe when he gets back from Mars, if he remembers us. But he apologized, buttered me up, and said, let's go look at the Range Rovers. They're sold out. He said the Cybertrucks are sold out now. Let's go get a Range. And I said, fuck it. Let's go get one. A Range Rover Sport, that is. A Sport. We go test drive all of these Range Rovers. All of these. Oh, beautiful. Even the Defenders. I couldn't decide which one I wanted. So guess what? I was going to get a Range Rover Sport. But I did like the Autobiography. So I was going to get a Sport, an Autobiography, and a Defender. I wanted the red Sport with the cognac interior. I wanted a black Autobiography with a red interior. And I wanted a white Defender with 24-inch rims. So he's like, hold on, babe. We go through all this paperwork. We're sitting in the dealership for hours. This man says, hold on. I have to talk to my plug. And I'm like, plug? And he was like, babe, my Connect. He's like, I have to talk to my Connect to my money offshore. And I was like, okay, babe, go talk to your Connect. So after 30 minutes to an hour, he's on the phone like really, really angry. So me and the salesman are like, we're just sitting there like, I don't know, like, I hope this goes through. Like, I need all 3 of these cars. Like, what am I gonna do? I'm just really getting really anxious. Like, my anxiety is really increasing at this point. He comes back and he's like, will you believe that they have a fucking staff meeting right now and they can't wire my money? But he said they'll do it tomorrow. And I'm like, why would they just have a staff meeting? What the fuck? Like, that meeting couldn't have been an email? I just had to do it. I just had to. But I didn't say anything because he said that we're going back tomorrow. So I will take accountability for that. I did not approach this man. I should have approached him right then and there. Next day comes by. He's sick. He said that the corn on his left pinky toe was making it hard for him to stand up. So we couldn't go to the dealership. And I was like, well, I have a wheelchair. He was like, no. I was like, okay, let's go to the doctor. No. You guys don't understand. I literally pictured myself in all 3 of these cars. The Sport. I could see myself riding the Sport. Like, that's what I saw. Then in the Autobiography, that was going to be like my classy type vibes. Like if I want to go to Din Din or something. Then the Defender, that's really when I'm out there out in the mud, you know, that's my jig finesse. That was my jigging and finessing vehicle. And the fact that he let his corn get in the way, I was like, am I fucking stupid or what? Bitch, get up. So that failed. And then the next morning, I wake up to a 95 Caprice in the yard. Yep, a 95 Caprice. We went from the Cybertruck to the Range Rover Sport, Autobiography, and Land Rover Defender, mind you. He ended up bringing me a motherfucking Caprice, which I fucks with the Caprice. Like, I was like the bass hit hard in the Caprice. But I was like, what happened to my Cybertruck? Like, is this nigga playing me or something? Like, does he think this is a fucking joke? Go to part 2 to see how I responded. Who the fuck did I date? Motherfucking